Hello everybody and welcome back. Snapshot 22w44a is out. And of course, just like usual, we have some changes. And we're going to be starting off with the changes to the data packs, which were introduced 2 snapshots ago. We don't have a lot of changes here. We do have a few though, and these are just some simple ones. So bamboo mosaic can now be used as fuel for furnaces, blast furnaces, and the other ones, the smokers. Chiseled bookshelves now work with hoppers. They've made a few more changes, just small ones to the creative inventory. They've made some changes to the textures of monster spawners. They've also done that with the spawn eggs, and they've also made some changes to the step sounds. Now, for the creative inventory changes, they have operator only blocks and items that can now be found in the redstone blocks tab. Sorry about that. They've also added the tinted glass and the bee's nest. They've moved a respawn anchor before beds, as well as a few other things. They've moved a bunch of things around. So under the redstone blocks, they've added chests, barrels, cauldrons, furnaces, and composters. Under building blocks, they've added chains and amethyst blocks. And they've reordered the following tabs for better consistency: building blocks, natural blocks, and consumables. They've reordered some ore materials and blocks to be more consistent across different tabs as well. Anyways, we've got, as I said, a few changes to the monster spawners and spawn eggs. We've also got a few of the stepping sound changes, which so step sounds can now be heard when walking on carpets, lily pads, and small amethyst buds. And step sounds can now also be heard walking through nether sprouts, glow lichen, crimson roots, and warped roots. And then they've also got some technical changes, of course, which basically they've added a few game rules. I'm not going to go through that though, because, it'll sound like I don't get even what I'm saying. Anyways, of course, we've got a bunch of bug fixes, not as much as we've seen in other snapshots, but we still have quite a few. So sprinting isn't cancelled when dismounting rideable entities while sprinting. Lily pads use the correct sound now. And turtles will have a breeding delay again. So the data mode and load mode will be capitalized. The frog walking animation has been sped up again when falling with slow falling. Lily pads now produce sounds when walking on them, as I said earlier. And camels will now pathfind over 1.5 high blocks, which is great. So non-flammable wood items tag contains 1.20 content is now also the case. They've also made a few tiny changes to the chat reports and things like that. Cactus is now grouped with sugarcane in the creative inventory. That's a bug fix not actually listed in the creative inventory changes. And the bee nest is now no longer absent from the functional blocks. And that's basically it. At the bottom of the changelog, which will be linked in the description, there's all the information on how you can get the snapshot and how you can enable it on servers and things like that. Anyways, that's basically it. It's not the biggest snapshot ever, but that's fine. Anyways, for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.